On Monday, while at Brother Earl Clark's funeral, um, Brother Carlton DuPont, aka the Talk Puppy, he actually came across to where Dwyer and I was standing. And he said, guys, let's go and have a drink. There's a bar across the road there. Let's have a drink. And, you know, we went across there, and while having that drink, Dwyer said, gentlemen, let's pause for a bit. Remember our good brother there fought the fight, and we reflect back on that match that I had put together prior to the there in 2022, where Brother Clark actually came down to where the match started. And Dwyer was the one that was pushing him throughout the streets of Bastia while we do our thing there. Leading the charge was myself and the Talk Puppy. And the Talk Puppy said something. He said, boy, Morrishaw, you're a young man that I would always respect. People come to my store and tell me that I should listen to your program and attack you because of what you're saying about politics and stuff, and because we might support two different parties. And he said, how can I do that when you and I is of the same view? We are about love and about our federation, about our people, not party. Even though he support a party, he's about the people first. And it was a very good conversation. And the end part of Dwyer's commentary today, he actually made that statement on Monday. I didn't realize he put it in his commentary for today. I sent him a message earlier and asked him to send me those words that he uttered through myself and the Talk Pup. He did not remember word for word, but he actually put it in the commentary, so I'm happy that it's there. You know, my good people of St. Kitts Nevis, you know, I drop in here on Saturday, and believe it or not, if I see 1,000 people since I've been here, I am saying to you, 98 approached me and asked me to give them my assessment on where we are as a people, as a government in the last 10 months under the Labour administration. And I laugh because some of them want me to give it to them in 2 words. And I had to tell a gentleman at the funeral there on Monday, how can I give you an assessment in 2 words when the government been in office for 10 months? I said, I have an approach here that might not fit everyone else's view. My approach is the damage that was done in 7 years by the former administration. And when I say the former administration, I'm talking about the tri-party. The tri-party administration with the likes of the People's Action Movement, led by Sean Richards, PAM. The PAM party has a legacy, you know. When you talk about legacy, and the 10th of June, the day that I flew into St. Kitts, that was an anniversary. And the 10th of June, 1967, there was some kind of eruption here in the Federation, where there was some kind of overthrow, attempted overthrow by the PAM party, according to the historians. I was only about 2 years old, so I did not know about it. I only listened to things, right? But I have listened to the stories. So the PAM have a legacy. Now, the PAM, the CCM, the Concerned Citizen Movements of Nevis, which is currently led by Premier Mark Brantley, Baby Brantley to be exact. All of them was a part of the tri-party. The former HAG, Timothy Harris, the PLP, they put some serious hurting on this country. Economically, everything you could think about. And for people to think that it's a race to the finish, so we're gonna go from -20 to +50 in 10 months, it cannot happen. Cannot happen, my people. There was too much damage that was done. I have taken to investigate the matters. I have taken the time out to speak with the politicians, the current administration, and I have said it before, and I will continue to plead to Prime Minister Joe, and hope that they understand that the concern of the citizens at home and abroad, in the diaspora, here in the St. Kitts community, and right there in the Nevis community, there's some serious concern. The conversations are real. I've been here from Saturday. I've spoke to several people from Bastia to St. Paul's to Tabernacle to Keon to Nevis to Fountain. The conversations are real. And these conversations are coming from your people. Some of the things I'm hearing this morning, I heard it in Deep Bay. And I am reaching out to Sister General Tracy Mason because I ran into you a couple of days ago in town. And you guys are supposed to be sensible people. And if what I'm hearing this morning, you live in Deep Bay, and if what I'm hearing this morning, you guys don't want to break down London Bridge for this kind of nonsense, then you all don't really care about the country. You know? You all really don't care about the country. Because I am hearing after 10 months of a Labour administration, there is someone by the name of Elwita. I do not know the lady. I just know the stories I heard coming from the ministers during their presentation in Parliament and their press conferences. If this is the same lady that did all of this wrong under the previous administration leading up to the election, if this is the same lady that they say some teenager daughter ain't even start working yet, have land in her name, if this is the same lady, why is she still working under this administration while they got people out there who is willing to work, ready to work, that was on the ground fighting to get rid of them, cannot get a job? Why is Elwita still there? Why a lot of those people that was involved in the hush puppy matter, you all know who they are. Why are they still on the job while people that was in the trench fighting, the foot soldiers, are still not working? These are the questions. These are real questions. This is conversation they're having with DJ Morrishaw. I just got here. While I was outside there, I am saying I am in observation mode. I will wait until the anniversary of the party's election and do my assessment then. That is what I, DJ Morrishaw, intends to do. But the conversations in the communities are real. If these things that I'm hearing is factual, why these people did not send home and send and leave while you do your investigation? I have asked this question before. If these people are on contract and you cannot terminate their service, and they should be given due diligence, not just get rid of them, but investigations have to be done. Why are they still on the job creating havoc while the investigation is ongoing? What are you all doing? What are you all thinking about? You cannot have somebody inside your house mashing up your bed, mashing up your furniture, eating out your food up the fridge, mashing up your microwave, and you're still paying them. Put them in the street and give them the contribution. They should be paid X amount of money monthly. Put them out to pasture while you do your investigation, Mr. PM. If you are not aware of what's going on, Mr. PM, then you need to take a break from these press conferences and have a serious lockdown, cabinet-style meeting with your colleagues and the communities. You have to listen to what the communities are saying, because election is around the corner. I'm talking to you all straight. Not going around the bush. I'm not smoking the bush. I will drink my bush tea, but I'm not smoking the bush. If what I am hearing in the last couple of days since I landed in the Federation, if these things are factual, well, if the election is supposed to call tomorrow, you're going to have some serious problem here. People in St. Kitts are more upset with the relationship between you, Mr. Prime Minister, and Premier Brantley than even the people in Nevis. The people in St. Kitts, since I've been here for the last couple of days, are telling me, Morrishaw, you all fool us, you know. You all campaign to get rid of them, but some of them still there, you all cozying up with them. We're not saying you all don't have to work with the Premier, you all have to work with the Premier, but don't try it in our face like that. You could work with the Premier without how you are doing it. The Premier is not for Labour. The Premier does not have any love for Labour. As a matter of fact, the Premier does not have any love for St. Kitts or Nevis. He make it clear. There was a time where he told the people of Nevis, send back the ballot box to St. Kitts empty, do not vote in the federal election. There was a time when Baby Brantley did that. Tell the people, send back the ballot box empty. Don't vote in the federal elections. But today, if you listen to him, all is his. You know, the minister them just say, all is mine. Today, he's fighting with his partners in the opposition, which you all remember my comments, you know. I said I wanted to see them in the parliament and the other side. All of them that was there in the government, I want to see them on the other side and see what's going to happen, right? I asked God for that and God grant me that wish. The three of them is on the opposition, but there's no opposition because the opposition is fighting the opposition in parliament instead of fighting the government. And like the good book say, you don't have to oppose to everything because you're in the opposition. And I am one for that. But I am saying that I took a back seat because I thought I was seeing something wrong. But in speaking to the people and St. Kitts, they are seeing what I am saying. Mr. Premier, have to go. He is the shadow prime minister. He's not the opposition leader. And it doesn't sit well with the majority of people in St. Kitts. And it does not sit well with the people of Nevis. So I am saying to you, Mr. Prime Minister, with all due respect, I know somebody going to take this clip, take this program, twist it how they want to twist it, clip it how they want to clip it. It's really neither here or there for me. I am here to present the information as this comes about. The people in the Federation are concerned about what is happening today. People who were screwing up the place, doing all kind of manner of evil to this country, are still there benefiting under this government after they don't make hell for people who was Labour supporters under the previous administration, and they're still there doing it in a Labour administration. That's a no-no. That's a no-no, Mr. Pierre. So we need to fix these things. If that is what it is, we need to fix it. Because the people are not happy. There's one individual told me this morning, DJ Morrishaw, I have spoken to people in all sections of the civil service. And the names that he called, that is satisfied with the current situation. The names that he's called, that he spoke to, that is satisfied, didn't come to 5. Did not full up one hand. So those people who might be getting whatever they're getting, they're satisfied. If election were to call tomorrow, Mr. Prime Minister, members of parliament, members of the cabinet cannot elect a Labour government. You cannot please everybody. You cannot make everybody happy. But the situation at hand is to plain for everybody to see. Everybody cannot be wrong. And don't get me wrong, I am still quite impressed and satisfied with the work that the Labour administration have done over the past 10 months. A lot of work has been done. A lot of things has been improved. You guys travel overseas and you bring back stuff. You didn't just go out there on a joyride and come back. As I said earlier, I met with Brother Conway Maynard earlier. And when he lists the stuff that he's dealing with and the stuff to come, I am very proud of him and I'm very impressed. And he got my full support, just as all the other members of cabinet has my full support. But we have to be realistic that the citizens that are complaining, no, you cannot fix all of their problem at the same time. But I can say to you, many of the complaints I'm hearing is a quick fix. Is an easy fix. And one of the favor that was asked of me by petitions, this is not division now, Mr. Prime Minister, by petitions, stop, throw baby Brantley in the face. They don't like the cozy up and the kiss up thing that going on with baby Brantley. They do not like it. While in Fountain yesterday, when I got to Fountain, I had to laugh to myself because somebody asked me if I see what happened to Cleon. I said, I see what happened to Cleon since last year when she was in New York. I realized Cleon was not with the team. Cleon was just there. She was not with the team. The person said, I warned Cleon about Mark Brantley because Mark Brantley already cussed her about she English, she cannot speak. Mark Brantley spent millions and campaign funds against her. Why would she want to get mixed up with Mark? And Cleon told them, she's smarter than Mark. Mark can't fool she. Well, you the online viewers, you the online viewership, you tell me, so far, who look like they're smarter? One smart Sean, who smart Timothy, or three smart Cleon? You tell me if any of those three is better off than Baby Brantley right now. All of them said they were smarter than Baby Brantley. You all heard the farmer have say, Mark could outsmart Sean, but Mark can't outsmart him. But where is he today? So these are the concerns that we have. These politicians, they get in there, they campaign, they make promises to improve the life of the citizens. And they get in there and they take a different turn. I don't think this is the case with Honorable Prime Minister Joe. I think he's doing his best to put things in order. My conversation with Brother Conway today, again, they are doing their best. As a matter of fact, I do not know if anything will pop up. I didn't ask Conway the question. But during the conversation, he said to me, DJ, I am hoping to spend at least another 2 months on island to really deal with some issues. Hope I don't have to travel no time soon. I want to put in a solid 2 months on the ground to deal with some issues and tackle some issues. Because their responsibility is not just to send kids right now. They have to go out to bring it in. They cannot stop here and reel it in like a fish net, like a line. They got to go out to bring it in. And they understand. So I understand what they're saying. But citizens, I like that people know that their tongue and their teeth are getting along. Because in the last 7 years under the former administration, everybody free to talk. So I'm happy now that people is actually speaking out. And as I told them, and none of your politicians are going to get no names out of me. None of your police officers are going to get any name out of me. I will tell you all of the situation, but none of you are going to get any names out of me because I have promised the people, feel free to vent. I will address the matter, but I'm not going to call any names. And no matter how you all challenge me, you all not getting any names. I want you all to fix the situation because the conversation is real. The observations are real. You politician, you might be representing, for example, you have Minister Clark and the Honorable Douglas for this constituency. I am telling you all straight up. People tell me they're not seeing you all. I know Douglas has the portfolio of foreign minister, and there's a lot of damage was done out to us that he need to go here and fix. So if Douglas cannot be here to talk to the citizens. We have another minister in the likes of Sister Joy Clark. People talk about at one time 5 of the 6 parliamentarians is out of the federation. Why? Tell me why. Justify to me why 6 of you have to travel going to the same place at the same time. I could understand last year for the UN, but all of these other traveling where everybody is out of the country while the criminals are running wild here. And they're trying to blame the criminal activities on the government, you know. The criminal activities have nothing to do with the government. As a matter of fact, I am of the view that the farmer hog is fueling and enjoying these things because he figured he could get up and go to church and act like he's a good boy again and figure he could get back into the prime ministership. But guess what? Tell the farmer hog, I cannot tell the people in Taba how to vote. So they might want to continue keeping him in parliament. But that's prime minister seat. He's not going to ride in a pitchery again. Not during my time. When I'm gone, I do not know what will happen, but during my time on this earth, you're not going to ride in a pitchery unless somebody give you a ride. This is as simple as that. So no matter what you carry on with, you could walk from Brimstone Hill to Sadler's Gut. That is not going to happen. You know, I